Uh, Hello, my name is Wang Shiyu and I'm international student come from China. So of course today I was talking about Chinese culture. Many years ago, a person whose name is Shen Nong, and he was boiling the drinking water in his yard, and he had gone to do his work. Some leaves was falling into his water, and when he came back, he drinks this water find it's different than regular water. After his research, he find this kind of leaves can make water become more different and good for humans' health. Then he gives this kind of leaves a name called cha, which in English is tea. This is tea, a kind of green tea, come from my hometown, and it tastes so bitter and with a little sweet. Tea in China is not only a kind of drinking, but also a kind of culture. So today I will introduce the tea culture to you. Chinese tea is different from Japanese tea, American tea. It's not only a kind of drinking, but also a kind of culture. This is the green tea come from my hometown and is produced from Yellow Mountain. Use this leaf make tea, the water will become a little golden. It's very beautiful. And in Chinese, tea is not only a drinking, but also a kind of spirit. One of the spirit is saving spirit. I have a story about this spirit come from. Many years ago, Chinese has a hobby to using the expensive things to welcome their friends. And in that period, liquor is the expensive things. A person is very famous in his hometown, and every day has too much person come to visiting him. So every day he need to use a lot of liquor to welcome their friends. Finally, he can't afford this. So he has an idea to solve this problem to using the tea to replace the liquor. And his friends is very confusing about his behavior. Ask, why do you do this? He said, I use tea because I want to save money. You are coming to visit me. You just want to fix our relationship, not to come to drinking my liquor. So whatever I will use, our relationship is not change. So then we have a says about using tea to replace liquor means saving spirits. Tea is a culture in China. We have special store to drinking tea, special job to make tea, and too much tools to make tea. And different place has different tea. We not only has green tea, black tea, we also has many kinds of green tea and black tea. Tea also can let us feel relaxed and feel in the nature. Tea is symbolize the water, and our body was symbolize the nature. Our tea symbolizes the water, and our body symbolizes the nature. When we drink tea, the water is through our mouth to the stomach. It's just like the river across the mountain. And the tea was made from leaves. The leaves has the taste about nature. So when we drink tea, it's just like we feel nature. So I mean, drinking tea is not only a kind of drinking, but also the important in the feeling. Tea is representative of China, and tea is growing up with Chinese. I'm Chinese. My parents are Chinese. As the same traditional Chinese family, we all like drinking tea. Tea was growing up with my life. I remember my first tea experience. When I was a child, my parents was drinking tea, and I was very interested about this kind of drinking. Color is very beautiful. It's little golden. So I asked my mom to give me a cup of tea. It is so bitter, and I can't to drink it. My mom is laugh at me, and then he told me, we drink tea as Chinese. We drink tea is not only drinking, but also need to study the history and feeling the culture. So for me, tea is very important. I can't leave tea now because every time when I'm drinking tea, I remember the sense of my mom teaching me, and they are just like sitting around me. So in China, tea is not only a kind of drinking, but also a kind of culture. Finally, I want to say, welcome to China to study the tea history and feeling the tea culture.